Okay, so now we're gonna react to some more uh characters. We're just picking the random fictional characters that I might know, that I might not know. Who do I think would win in a fist fight with their inherent powers? They don't get to bring their friends unless like a friend is inherently. I don't know who the characters are, so I don't know what the circumstances are going to be. So we're just going to find out. Okay, here we go. Ariel from The Little Mermaid, I know that one, versus Anakin Skywalker. Anakin fucking Skywalker. Anakin fucking Skywalker. Like, it's sushi tonight is the dinner. That's what we're having. Unless, ignore everything I said in the preface about like Ariel being able to bring the full force of her kingdom. But even then, Anakin's like the fucking chosen one. He is, and you're 16. He has no problem killing kids. Alan Grant from Jurassic Park versus Ash Ketchum. Ooh. I would say that Ash Ketchum does get to bring his friends because that's inherently a part of him. If it's just a straight up fist fight, it's Alan, because Alan Grant's a fucking grown man and Ash Ketchum is a kid, and Alan Grant already doesn't like kids. Why is everybody here a child murderer? If Ash Ketchum can use Pokemon, he wins. Though I think Alan Grant's gonna last a lot longer than you think he is, because if any person can survive a strange animal that doesn't exist on our planet anymore or never should have, it's Sam Neill. You know, I don't even think it's Alan Grant. I think it's just Sam Neill. I think Sam Neill could survive a dinosaur attack. King Arthur, I guess it just says a general person, versus Angelica from Rugrats. Oh, god damn, that's a toughie. Oh, that's a toughie. That's a toughie because Angelica's a bitch. I think if it is the romanticized version of King Arthur that everybody thinks of, where he's so noble and true, he would literally put his sword down before killing a child. If it's like a historically accurate King Arthur, which we don't know if there ever was one, and if there was, his name would probably be King Botharian, he would just stab Angelica in the face. Like, it would end so quickly. We're done with the battle already. She'd be like, oh, I'm ready to dumb babies. Ant-Man, I don't know which version they mean, versus Anger. Let's say, this is interesting. If it's Hank Pym, Anger wins, because Anger definitely gets a hold of Hank Pym. And if it's Scott Lang and it's the MCU version, Scott Lang wins because it's Paul Rudd, because he could charm the fuck out of everybody. If it's Eric O'Grady or whatever the guy's name is from the comics, the irredeemable Ant-Man, Anger from Inside Out is who we're talking about here. Probably, I wonder if they're the same size and equivalency. You know what I mean? Huh. I don't know. I mean, Ant-Man probably wins though. Abraham Ford, which I think's the dude from Walking Dead with the thing, versus Apollo Creed. Abraham Ford probably has guns, but Apollo Creed has style. I think if it was a fist fight, Apollo Creed would win, because he's fucking. Have you seen Carl Weathers? If Ford can have the gun, Ford wins. Astro, who's the dog from the Jetsons, versus Albus Dumbledore. As much as I don't want it to happen, it's Albus Dumbledore. I don't want the dog to get hurt. I have 2 dogs upstairs, but Dumbledore, like, I get that Dumbledore's supposed to be kind and gentle, and he's like the Professor X equivalent, but I don't trust him. Never have. There's something fucked up about him that I don't trust Xavier either, but I don't trust Dumbledore more, not only because J.K. Rowling's a bitch, but also there's just something shady about him that I don't like. So, I mean, I like him, he's fine, but over there. You stay over there. Arya Stark, which I think is the young lady from Game of Thrones. I've never seen Game of Thrones, I'm so sorry. Versus Aquaman. Aquaman's gonna just drown. That's, as far as I know, she has no powers. I've never seen someone in Game of Thrones swimming. I'm assuming he just like, hey, bro, and then just drowns her, and we're done. Aragorn from Lord of the Rings versus Alex Delarge from Clockwork Orange. It's Aragorn. Like, I think Alex is a baddie, definitely, self-proclaimed baddie. But at the end of the day, Aragorn has a sword, and I don't think he entertains fools You know what I'm saying? I think Aragorn is like a man's man. Like Alex would start some shit and then his head would be on the ground. Aladdin, from Aladdin on Austin Powers versus, from Austin Powers. So I think Aladdin's going to win this because Austin Powers, I think, only ever wins by accident. And Aladdin is just crafty. He's a street. He's got to keep one jump ahead of the international man of mystery. Archie Andrews, who I'm assuming is from the Archie comics and all that stuff, and Riverdale, versus Alice from Alice in Wonderland. I don't know. I'm more familiar with Alice, and everything I've ever seen Archie in, he just looks dumb. So I'm gonna go with Alice. Because she's like, especially if we're doing that fucking 90s game, Alice, or whenever it was. I want to say Todd McFarlane's, but it's not that. I want to say Clive Barker's, but it's not that. That Alice just fucking murders Archie. But I think Disney Alice would probably still beat the shit out of him. Just because she's feisty. She's got that in her. You know what I mean?